No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. Look, every writer has their vice. It just so happens that my vice is soda pop. I mean, I just called it soda pop. I don't call it Coke or pop. I call it soda pop. Some people might think I'm from the north. From the way north. Soda pop. You want to talk about writing, don't you? Sometimes, Muse, it's nice to just talk about something else. Like soda pop, eh? You care to indulge yourself in one of my beverages? Soda pop? Anyone? Throwback Mountain Dew, it's quite good. All right. I'm going to shut up. Look, I was talking to another writer this past week. About, I don't know what we were talking about, but yeah. I was talking to another writer this past week about the craft of writing. And while we were talking, it dawned on me. We were talking about the idea of, I never liked the terms plotter or pantser, because I think that's kind of, I don't like when I think of pantsing or pantser, I think of back in high school when friends would sneak up on you and yank your pants down and then run away laughing. Every time. That's what I think. So, and I've always said of my writing style, which most would call pantsering. Most would consider me a pantser. I've always called it writing without a net because I don't have a safety net. But that's really not what I want to talk about. Yes, it is. Sort of. We were talking about plotting versus pantsing. We were talking about the different styles between whether one would use an outline or one would not use an outline and fly by the seat of their pants. And that particular writer that I was speaking to was subscribed strongly to the idea that the only way to legitimately and faithfully plot out a strong story is by using an outline. And I proposed to this writer, I said, to me, writing a book is like playing chess. Because when you play chess, more so than any other game, I believe, you have to not only be thinking about the move in the present, but you have to be thinking about all of the moves in the future, but not just your moves. You have to be thinking of your moves and how your opponent is going to react to your moves. So then you have to think about how you're going to react to their reaction. So you could see it just spirals not out of control, but it just keeps going and going and going until you have envisioned the end of the game. To me, that's what writing is about. As I'm writing my scene, when I sit down in front of my laptop and I start to write out whatever's happening next in the book, I not only have to be thinking about what's happening in that particular scene, but I have to be thinking about what's going to go on in the future of the book, and how anything that I'm writing now will affect what goes on in the future of this book. And if it's a part of a series, then I've got to think about how everything that I write at that moment is going to affect future entries into the series. And so it can become, if you will let it can become maddening. And I think that that's part of the reason why some people decide to stick with an outline and some people don't. I think to write without a net, you have to have the a mind that works faster than the average bear. I get people saying that to me all the time. When they sit with me long enough and they watch me work, they watch me just do everyday things. They don't know how in the hell I can manage to, because I work so fast with everything, because I'm always thinking one step ahead of myself, and I apply that to my writing in militantly. I'm always, with every word I write, I'm thinking about 2, 3, 4, 5 words ahead. And that's what it's like to be a pantser. Pantser and pantsy. I guess that would be from back in the 80s. And I was often the pantsy. And there were times I was the pantser. Either way, it was all in good fun. Most of the time. There was on occasion when the pantsing had a little bit of malice behind it. A little bit. That's not the case with writing. You don't decide to be a plotter or a pantser out of malice. Actually, you don't really decide. I don't think you decide. I think you decided for me. Yes, you did. Don't deny it. And you remember exactly when it happened. Come on. You know when it happened. I'll give you one guess. One guess when you told me that I was better suited to write without a net. When you decided that I was better suited to be the pantser and not the pantsy. That sounds awfully close to pansy, doesn't it? Some would probably say that too. Come on. Remember, I held off on writing my first horror novel because I wanted to have the chops to write it, because I had so much love and respect for the genre. So I wrote thrillers until thrillers and Shiro. I wrote the Shiro series and the French Killer series. And then finally one day I woke up, remember, with the question in my mind, what would it be like to change into a zombie? And that sparked the idea for iZombie. And before I even started writing it, I decided that because chaos was going to play such a huge role in that novel, that I had to allow chaos to play a part in the act of writing the novel. Hence, Pantser. And I have a feeling that was your idea. I didn't consciously wake up one morning and go, I need to write this book without an outline. Because chaos. That was you, buddy. I'm out of dew. Throwback dew. Wow. Yeah, I'm out. Okay. So, playing chess, pantsing, pantsers, plotters. It's all in good fun. Unless there's malice involved. At which point, that would depend on if you're the pantser or the pantsy.